idea of, so this is part two on not doing free work and not volunteering. I would say that this only applies to difficult or hostile work environments or environments where you're not being valued, because I do think there is nothing wrong, because keep in mind, even if you are in a hostile work environment, that does not mean you don't have to develop yourself as a leader. You still have to strive for better. You know, that's what our company IGB stands for. It gets better. It's supposed to get better for you personally. And believe it or not, even in a hostile work environment, things can get better for you. It's really about transitioning your state of mind. That being said, free labor, don't do it. Absolutely not. Do not volunteer. And I'm talking to myself more so than I'm talking to you, because literally that 4-hour heist, that was, as that song said, on me. That shit was on me. I have to put value where value goes and where it's going to be appreciated. But I will tell you this as well. If you are in a hostile work environment, do not think that that means you get to sit somewhere and quiet quit or be ineffective. You're constantly supposed to be evolving and developing yourself and adding value. Even if the environment is toxic, you still add value, because that is your role. That is what you do as a woman of Titus, as a person who is living for me in following the law, statutes, and commandments. That means that we do our work as if unto the Lord. So that doesn't mean you get to half-ass it just because you don't like the environment. Because if you feel that strongly about it, that you shouldn't have to do anything, you need to leave. Because I will say this, I believe firmly, I have a strong belief in honoring your agreements. When you sign those documents agreeing to take that position, you agreed to the terms of employment. And while a hostile work environment is not one of the terms that you agreed to, and you could even argue that an employer that allows a hostile work environment to continue is in breach of contract, I can see you arguing that, because when you go to work, you do expect a certain level of decency, civility, and just people, because nobody has to like you. And that being said, you didn't go to work to make buddies. You went to work to do the work. And so that's what should be the focus, the work. But oftentimes what gets focused on is the personalities. I don't like her. I don't like her friends. I don't like who she knew. I don't like that's irrelevant. Did you do your work? So that's what needs to be the focus. So I will say, I just wanted to add that caveat to the don't volunteer conversation. Don't volunteer doesn't mean don't do your work. Don't volunteer means you do not give a hostile or toxic workplace extra work. You do not give them your free time, or even if you're getting paid. I would say, if you're in a hostile work environment, your key goal is to minimize contact. So if the environment is toxic, if it is hostile, you want to keep your interactions with those people to a minimum until you implement your plan, whether that's an exit strategy. And if you decide that you're going to stay, how do you stay in a way that gives you peace, that makes you productive, and makes you somebody that's contributing to the work that you do? So those are the things that we will be discussing going forward. Thanks for watching, and watch the other video, because I really, that 4-hour heist, it really got me. I was like, what am I thinking? Sitting here spending 4 hours on this work when I should be doing content. Have a good day.